We're back at the R. Premadasa International Cricket Stadium. Not a long delay, just a 10-minute delay to the start of the final. Jaffna Kings versus the Gallants.
Showers of blessings, Amir. Showers of blessings.
Well, it's an encouraging news that rain has stopped and players are taking the field. Umpires already out there in the middle. So the anticipation is that we're going to have a thriller.
And then in the history of it, to the team from Jaffna, Kamil Mishara, what a star. That 100 in the last game took his team to 242, totally battered the Gallants out of it.
Yeah, stellar performer, both these openers. They have got their side off to flyers in most of the games. And in this particular game, they don't have to think about they're playing the finals. Just treat it as just another game. Don't take the pressure. Don't move away from your A game. And that is the secret to meet success in a final.
Hold your nerve. Hold your nerve. Ranika Rajapaksa at the toss said it's a final, so we want to back first and get the runs on the board. Charita Lanka's got the ball in hand. He started proceedings yesterday when they had to bounce back against the Colombo Caps to make those first 2-3 overs is what opened the game up. Little quicker. Hit hard. Karunaratne. Oh dear, he does well to get to it. But the ball bounces over. First 4 of the game.
Yeah, at times he's been guilty of being ordinary in the field. We saw him dropping few catches and he was involved in misfielding. This should have been stopped.
That'll be 4. He got it in the gap. Lightly short and quickly on the back foot. Avishka Fernando. 10 wins with Jaffna. 8 wins to Galle. So in league stages, Galle have had the better. It's in the finals, the most important one that the Jaffna has been winning.
He's afraid to pitch the ball up, Lanka. And I don't blame him because dot delivery is on the trot.
Boom! 6! There we go. This time he gets it. Preservatory. That's what POTV and their Green Initiative are about. Collaboration with Planet Protectors. 4s and 6s. They will try to preserve a tree, but what a shot this was.
You had a feeling it's coming. With the second delivery, he tried similar kind of a throw, but managed to hit the ball to the mid-off field. Mishara in this LPL.
Oh, he's picked that up. Deep mid-wicket, waits. It's Rogers. Takes it. A meter in from the boundary line. Avishka Fernando didn't get close enough to that one.
He was better served jumping out of the crease and looked to hit the ball straight. I think the spinner got extra bounce on that occasion. Couldn't quite get into the pitch of the ball. Thick outside edge and an easy catch. Didn't have to move. Rogers. First blood drawn to Ratna.
Wajanafe played a stellar role the previous game. That was his first hit. Oh, boys, that's going to be costly. 5 of them.
Yeah, he wanted to surprise the batsman with the arm ball, a quicker ball. But pushed it very wide. Too much angle with that delivery. Even was difficult for the wicketkeeper.
30-yard circle. Oh, yes. He always plays some sort of a hand. Charita Lanka, whether with bat or with ball. Couple of wickets yesterday in the qualifier, two very important ones. Runs with the bat.
And now he picks up a big wicket. Was Jaffna. It was half century in the last game. That was the arm delivery, skidding it through, and nowhere near to be playing that stroke as he didn't have a good pace there, Nafe. Lanka, what a big wicket. And Gallants, rightly so, are elated. Nafe gone without scoring. Jaffna.
Now. Fell short and the misfield. This will run away for 4. Mishara will take them, so will Jaffna.
Mishara will breathe a sigh of relief. He certainly thought he was caught at mid-on. I thought Mohammad Nawaz did the right thing by going for the catch. But he misjudged it. Beat for pace yet again. Almost a double shot by Kamil Mishara. That's what Akif Javed can do for a batter. Surprise any batter by the pace of the pitch, especially.
That's gone fine and away. Boundaries.
A good pace to start by San Malinga, but misdirected down the leg side to Tawridullah. Fine leg was quite square. Absolutely no chance in stopping this. Tawridullah is a quality player off his hip. He likes the ball coming to his body. Now he likes to get across to the offside, trying to clip it towards.
Goes over extra cover. That is... Oh! What a catch that is! That had 6 written all over it. And out of nowhere, Mohammad Nawaz produces that.
The awkward height. Mohammad Nawaz would have been in 2 minds whether to point the fingers up. Good shot by Tawridullah. Had the right option to go extra cover. A little too straight. Take a look at that for it.
Four.
This last delivery of the previous over, backing away, making some room for himself, and cut away perfectly between the two fielders to run away for 4 runs.
They think it's out. Yes, so does the umpire. Lanka is on fire with the ball. Bhanuka Rajapaksa has to take the long walk back. He's having a chat, but I think, oh well, he's taking it. He's taken it. He's taken it. So let's see.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I check the feed. Fair delivery. Front on first, please. Yes, satisfied. No need to check the ultra edge. Go to the ball tracker when it's ready, please. Go to the ball tracker when it is ready, please. Waiting for ball tracker when. No bat involved. Ball tracker is coming. Original decision is out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wicket is hitting. Go back to on-field umpire Wayne, please. Wayne, you can stay with your original out decision. We are
Right,
camera.
that's the confirmation.
Dedication which they've shown over the years. Just want to encourage that.
I wish you the best. Also for the finals. Thank you, gentlemen. Back to the comps.
Well, wicket number 5. And Bilalage goes and look at it is Lanka. He's got 3 for 20 and a wicket of his last ball. And that has pushed Jaffna to a really tough situation.
The wheels are coming off here for Jaffna. Looking to go down the ground, had no connection out of the middle. It's the edge of the bat. This is well judged under the lights. Very well judged catch. Kalupahana. And Walalge, he's gone for 3 off 8. Jaffna in trouble, 68 for 5.
1 for 11 in 2. Swung away on the leg side and they find a boundary after 3 overs. That's been long time waiting. But it is Kamil Mishara who manages it.
Just too short this time. Sat up really well, but he's done really well to take this from outside off and put it into the leg side.
The reverse, and they will get a boundary. Well, it's been an over that they have been hoping to have as soon as possible to try and break the dots, the stranglehold the bowlers have, and they've got 12.
Goes for the switch hit and gets good connection in the vacant part of the field as well, and it's going to be yet another boundary. Mishara
hits it hard and flat, and 4. 16 off the over.
HD, you know it. When you're featuring in a final, yes, you want to win, but your focus should be on executing plans. And that's what we haven't seen from Jaffna Kings batters. They haven't been able to execute plans apart from this batter. Mishara, once again, he's holding. But in the second spell, he was floating the ball in the air. Into the gap. Oh, what an effort. Oh, they are dialed in, aren't they? Edward Rogers, who's already held a beautiful catch. Giving more than 100% here.
I'll just check the boundary here to see if there's a flaying leg or something, but that's a clean pickup from Rogers and roll. Looks okay from there. That you would ordinarily hit away for 4. And out! That's the big one! That's the one goal we're looking for! It's Mishara!
Oh, they have netted a big one. He was holding the fort. He was getting those important runs for his side. But he's been removed from the middle. Once again, a very good delivery. Took the pace off. The line was slightly closer to the batter, and that's why there was a contact. And like you suggested, he wanted to blast the ball, couldn't control it, went straight to the fielder. And how about Gallants? They have a complete control of the game. He goes for yet another good contribution. 41 from 32, 87 for 6.
Gunaratne. All-rounder, he shone with the bat, not so much with the ball.
Yeah, he has really struggled with the ball. He hasn't been consistent with his liner lengths, and with that pace, if you drag it short, you're hoping against hope to get away with it, but not against this batter. Got into a good position and knew where the gap was. A handy boundary. Need plenty of those. Plenty of those.
This time a seam-up bouncer. Wide will get tested.
It was a miss.
Well, they've turned up. They've turned up because the Lanka Premier League has been a run fest. But tonight, it's all about the bowlers and Wickramasinghe.
No point complaining. That ball was travelling. And for a fielder, having long livers was always going to be difficult. Use the pace. He was far away from the left-arm fast bowler. No, it wasn't his fault. Come on. Don't be that harsh.
You're not sure you want to be attacking leg stump with fine leg up in the...
Oh, that was a fiery delivery. Was looking to work the angle on the onside. Shakib, outside edge, onto the grill. Hopefully no damage done.
There'll have to be a concussion protocol here where they just check to see that Shakib's all right. He nods his head, but unfortunately now the player's word is not what counts. It's the doctor. He will ask him a specific set of questions.
A dream honeymoon, a perfect husband, a luxury mountain mansion. But what happens when the man you love locks every door, except the one you should never open? Elizabeth thought she escaped her past, but inside this house, she might not even be real. Why is there another woman who looks exactly like her sleeping in a glass capsule? And here's the real question. How do you run when you're replaceable? A sleek, luxury car winds up a mountain road, cutting through crisp, open air. Inside, a young woman in a flowing white wedding dress smiles quietly beside the older man at the wheel. Her name is Elizabeth. To her, Henry isn't just a husband. He's the man who saved her from a past she'd rather forget. This feels like a dream. Their destination? A stunning, secluded house high in the mountains, surrounded by endless trees and a sky so blue it barely looks real. Waiting to greet them are Claire, the polite but distant housekeeper, and Oliver, a quiet young man who instantly catches Elizabeth's attention. Mostly because he's blind. Inside, the house is straight out of a magazine. Huge windows, golden sunlight, elegant furniture, and white orchids filling the air with a soft, sweet scent. It's beyond anything Elizabeth ever imagined. That night, they celebrate. A candlelit dinner, incredible food, and a bedroom full of passion. For Elizabeth, it feels like the perfect beginning. The next morning, Henry takes her on a tour of the estate, room after room. It's clear no expense was spared. Priceless art, designer clothes, a kitchen that looks untouched. But one thing stands out. Almost every door is locked with high-tech biometric scanners. Fancy, sure, but also kind of unsettling. At the end of a long hallway, Elizabeth spots a frosted glass door. Curious, she asks what's inside. Henry's answer is sharp. That's one place you must never go. He tries to brush it off, but she notices how serious he gets. The next day, Henry leaves. On their honeymoon. Just gone. The house that felt magical now feels too big, too quiet. Elizabeth spends the morning swimming, hoping to shake the feeling. Later, she tries chatting with Claire, hoping for details about Henry or why a guy like him would pick someone like her. But Claire keeps it vague, her polite answers raising more questions than they settle. To pass the time, Elizabeth reads, tries on clothes, and spins around in front of the mirror in her wedding gown. But as the sun sets, Claire and Oliver leave too, and suddenly, Elizabeth is completely alone. Night falls, sleep won't come. Restless and wired, she wanders the dark hallways, and somehow, she ends up standing in front of the forbidden room. This time, curiosity wins. The door glides open without a sound. Inside, Elizabeth finds something straight out of a sci-fi thriller. It's a full-on laboratory, glowing panels, humming machines, blinking sensors. On impulse, she taps a button on one of the panels. A hidden door slides open, and behind it, a glass capsule. Inside, a young woman, pale, motionless, breathing tube in her mouth, like she's just sleeping. Terror slams into Elizabeth. She stumbles back, knocks over a table, shattering glass. Somewhere in the chaos, she slices her finger, but the sting barely registers. She's already bolting down the hall, heart pounding out of her chest. Morning comes. Henry returns, calm as ever, his fingers drifting over piano keys, filling the house with soft, haunting music. Then he sees the bandage on her finger. What happened? He asks. Elizabeth plays it off, blaming her usual clumsiness. But Henry isn't buying it. You lie so well, he says coolly. It's frightening. And just like that, she knows. He suspects everything. That night, long after the house goes quiet, Elizabeth lies in bed, pretending to sleep. But her ears are wide awake. Footsteps, soft, slow. It's Henry, heading straight for the forbidden forbidden room. Heart racing, she slips out of bed and follows him through the dark hallways. But as she creeps closer, Henry steps out of the shadows, like he was waiting for her the whole time. "You disobeyed me," he says, his eyes cold and sharp. Elizabeth scrambles for an excuse, swears she didn't see anything, that she wasn't even inside. Henry just shakes his head. To him, the problem isn't what she saw, it's that she dared to look. Panic hits. She runs, but every door is locked, every exit deadbolted. Henry catches her on the staircase, grabs her by the leg, and yanks her down hard. Before she can even scream, he swings a heavy metal poker. The screen cuts to black. Next, under the cold glow of moonlight, Henry, Claire, and Oliver quietly digging a grave in the front yard. Together, they lower Elizabeth's lifeless body into the dirt. Silence. Finally, Claire whispers, "Is it over?" Henry's reply is ice cold. "This is far from over." And he means it. 6 weeks later, Henry comes home with Elizabeth, or someone who looks exactly like her. Same face, same voice, same smile. It's like the first Elizabeth never existed. This version? Perfect, compliant, sweet. And when Henry warns her to stay out of the forbidden room, she just smiles and says, "I promise." Everything goes back to normal. Dinners, laughter, passion.